Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And this game is the culmination and the collision of two undefeated teams. Two teams that had defied the odds and come through this season unblemished. Now, each looking to take one final step and become a college football undefeated national champion. As we'll see the #2 seed in this playoff, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. Two teams enter, one team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Takes the handoff. It's Perkins. Solid run. They'll bring it down to the 28-yard line.
Well, let's give credit to the offensive line here. They went with a run blitz. The offensive line sees it, picks it up, gives them enough room to pick up some solid yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. Tackle at the 35, good enough for a first down.
That's just good, hard running by this back. And, man, they've had some good ones over the years. Go back to Jamal Lewis, who was on that '98 national championship team. Travis Henry, Arian Foster. Boy, Chris, some big physical backs come to mind when you think about the Tennessee Vols.
First and 10 play coming up. And on the carry, he's heading left. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass this time. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
There are a lot of times when you see a sack like this, you got to give a lot of credit to the coverage downfield. I don't think the quarterback really felt good about anybody being open, so he held the ball just a little bit too long and allows the defense to come up with the first sack of the game.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Using his legs on the scramble. The defense gets him, but it's a first down. Shows you how dangerous he can be scrambling.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
The Volunteers pick up enough yardage for a first down. Looking for some space. It's Perkins. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39. The Volunteers will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They bring him down. That's a very solid game, but still well short of the first down.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
And he'll drop back here on third down. Looking for the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Thompson. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
An inside give now from the shotgun. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Takes the handoff again. That's a strong run. They finally tackle him down at the 4. And the Vols come to the line with first and goal. First and goal, handoff. And tests the middle and gets stuck. That is just not open for business today.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
BAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. Now they get set to kick it away. Returner decides to fair catch this. Getting set up. It's a first down play. And here's the handoff. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the quarterback dropping back. He'll take a deep shot. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
That'll be enough for a first down, brought down at the 43.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do, get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
And looking to throw now on first down. Receiver makes the catch. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
The pre-snap motion from the offense. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Football comes out. Looks like the offense able to recover it there.
Wow, that's just big-time awareness by his teammate to be able to scoop up that ball like it was a ground ball. As a result, the offense retains possession.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
The Canes line up on 1st and 10 now. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. It's going to be a loss on the play. Force out of bounds. Great play by the defense. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure. Just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
On the jet sweep. And the offense going backwards in that play. Defense makes a stop to wrap up the first quarter. So we begin the second quarter with a field goal attempt as the kicking team is out there. The attempt will be from 42 yards out. This try is no good. And after the miss, still down by 7.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. On that last touchdown drive, they just pounded away with the ground game. Let's see if that formula works again. Off the play fake on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side, an explosive play. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Throws a stiff arm. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Just a great job here by this linebacker to be able to come up with that sack there on the blitz. A big play for this defense. And, man, Chris, you think about the linebacker play at the University of Miami over the years, it starts with Ray Lewis, and it could end with it, to be honest. But the list just keeps going. Michael Barrow, Jonathan Vilma, and Dan Morgan. You go on and on and on, and this guy right now is trying to live up to that standard.
He's moving out of the pocket now. hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Offense retakes the field. No doubt the last drive was deflating. They had to settle for a field goal attempt, but missed it. First down, looking to throw the ball. And looking for a big play here. Oh, and he's got it. Big gain inside the 25. Touchdown for the U. Made the defense look slow that time.
That kind of play is almost impossible to defend. When the quarterback is throwing the ball with that kind of accuracy and timing, and the receiver runs a route like this, good luck trying to stop it. So maybe this is a great start for this combination of this quarterback and receiver for a big day.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. The BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. Kickoff team is on the field. See if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the court.
He's looking deep here. The pass is intercepted.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Makes the catch. It's Castillo. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship.
And the sophomore making an impact play.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. And they heave it deep downfield. This one is broken up. Ball's incomplete.
Boy, that was beautiful. Man, this defensive back, he's putting on a clinic today on how to defend against the deep ball and man coverage without committing a penalty. I'm sure the secondary coach is very proud of that execution.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. Caught over the middle. It's Castillo. Big gain across midfield. Tackle finally made at the 32.
You know, a lot of times college quarterbacks, they're more comfortable working to the outside. Here's an example of a quarterback with a full field read, and he hits a big play in the middle.
The Hurricanes are moving quickly down the field. Thrown quickly, caught in the right flat. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain. Backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. It's a shotgun run call. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be 4th down. So a field goal attempt coming up now. This will be a 45-yard attempt. And that one's straight down the middle. Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. This one will be fair caught. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Running back grabs it on a screen. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down marker. Here's the second down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Gets past the tackler into open space now. Brought down after a solid run by the senior. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down.
Well, I'm a big fan of the RPO, but it is a dangerous play for the quarterback. You got to make the right decision. On this play, it just seemed like he was a little hesitant, unsure, and it cost him here with an incompletion.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. The pass rush closing in. And it's complete downfield. Big play. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 35. We'll get to the line here in the no huddle. The shotgun running play call. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's an out route. The catch made. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The key on a third down between a quarterback and a wide receiver is the timing. That quarterback knows that he's got to get the ball out quickly and on time to give his receiver a chance to not just make the catch and stay in bounds, but to be able to give him a chance to maybe get upfield and make a play.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
First and goal. Great chance to take the lead before halftime. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain. All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. The shotgun handoff here. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Vols. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
PAT is good. They slammed into the kicker, and penalty markers are down. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers on the return team. The coverage team brings him down at the 26. About 30 seconds remaining here in the first half. It'll be 1st and 10. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the move, but can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I mean, it's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. Think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive.
And the protection breaks down yet again, another sack. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left, perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He's running out. Here's the throw deep downfield. Throws a fastball, but it's intercepted. Going the other way, can they catch him? And that's a solid return after the interception.
It's 3rd and long, so as an offensive coordinator, you can either play it conservative or trust your quarterback and take a shot downfield. They elect the latter, and it ends up backfiring on them.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Looking for a gap. It's Perkins. Just trucks through the defender. They finally make the stop after a big gain, but that'll wrap up the first half of play. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Vols will kick this deep to begin the second half. He'll return it from inside the 5. To be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. And they'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Breaks loose at the 40.
Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
And the Canes starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. First down, looking to throw the football. And it's intercepted. And he's got some open field ahead. Past the 40, the 30, at the 20, inside the 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Volunteers. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play any defender could.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows him what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Miami offense is back on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
Boy, nice throw and a great catch here by this Miami Hurricane wide receiver. And for our younger audience out there who might be watching this game, I got to tell you, you may not remember this, but Miami set the tone for wide receiver play for decades, and they're working their way to get back to that now.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Good awareness here by this defense, keeping their eyes on the quarterback, knowing that he's a potential threat. That time before he can get out, they keep him to a short gain.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Receiver in motion now. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. It's a quick grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Man. You run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
3rd down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the 3rd quarter. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Finding space at the 20. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Miami.
Oh, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
And they'll set up now for the extra point try. PAT is good. They still trail by 4, 21-17. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner will be brought down. And Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. That's a design quarterback keeper. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
2nd down after that previous play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. 2nd down, looking to throw it. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. He's got some room and some blockers here. Now look at the return after the interception. Sets the offense up in good shape.
Well, this quarterback's got to regroup. That's his 2nd interception in this game right now. He's got to do a better job. But, Chris, it's easy to sit up here and say that. Could be the receiver running the wrong route. Balls sometimes can get tipped. All we know is at the end of the day, the guy pulling the trigger is responsible.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Handoff inside, looking for the touchdown. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here.
Boy, Chris, the way this quarterback's been playing, I'm surprised they didn't throw the football here. I wouldn't be surprised now that they're facing 3rd down and goal. Put it in his hands and let him work his magic.
He moves the ball to the 4. It's 3rd down and goal. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Touchdown, Hurricanes. That puts them on top in the 2nd half. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kurt.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
BAT puts them up 3. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there.
Tennessee Volunteers will take over 1st and 10.
Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. Goes out after a nice gain. A sign of life here by the offense. The ball's hustled to the line to crank up the tempo.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tennessee. Just ran away from the defense. This back cannot be stopped. He is writing his own chapter in championship game history here tonight.
Chris, can you think of a time where we've seen a back have this kind of dominating performance in a national championship game? I mean, it's been some time. This guy's running hard and just so much fun to watch.
The extra point makes it a 4-point game. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And here's the return from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And heads out of bounds after a decent gain.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
The gain is good enough for a first down near the 38.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And the sophomore's got him for a sack.
Man, it has been a rough night for this poor offensive line, and it's only getting worse. That's 5 sacks they've now given up so far in this game alone.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. And he's intercepted for the 4th time tonight.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender, and he throws the interception.
And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Inside the 45. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Offense will set up on 1st and 10. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Catch made on the out route. Got a lane. Can he get in? Touchdown. Fouls. Still no answer for this offense. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch, and this defense just unable to corral him.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26. Time for one more play here in the quarter. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to make a big play downfield. And that one is incomplete. They try a deep ball with time running out in the 3rd quarter, but it doesn't work. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's escaping the pocket now. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made it to 43.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Trying to extend the play. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield. You better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. And here comes a deep shot. Touchdown, Canes. This air attack is still unstoppable. That's a huge touchdown. Still trailing, but a one-possession game with that trophy on the line right now.
Well, the national championship's on the line. The offense has done their job, and now it's up to their own defense. Can they get a stop and get the ball back to their offense with a chance to make this thing get really interesting?
This is caught. Could be an important two-point conversion to get within a field goal here in the late stages. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw it on first down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
2nd down after that completion. And the wideout goes in motion. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Passes the 45. They make the stop, but a big gain puts them in enemy territory. All spotted at the 48. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
And the Volunteers lining up here on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's Perkins.
Great job by the running back of staying inbounds to continue to work that clock, working here in the 4th quarter with the lead. You got that defense getting closer and closer to their goal line. They are backed up, and they are desperate. They've got to make a play here. The offense just has to take care of the ball, a chance to really secure victory here.
The Volunteers are going to cash in this red zone trip. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And they'll work the clock here by keeping it on the ground. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage in the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
Here we go now, a crucial play for both sides to set up at 3rd and 4. A pop pass on the jet sweep. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. The Volunteers will come to the line on 4th down looking to convert. So the clock stops as we head into the final 2 minutes of play here. This defense needing to step up and make a play now. Leading here in the 4th quarter, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to stretch the lead and keep possession. Hands off to the left. Fights through a tackle. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 1st and goal. If they play this right, they can pretty much put the game on ice. They'll feed the back again. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a 2-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Extra point up and good. A double-digit lead now here in the 4th quarter. Here's the kickoff team now, set to move this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. First down, looking to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge game, but he could not collect it.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Between the defensive scheme and the athletic ability of this front and the linebackers getting pressure as well, the way they've been able to harass this quarterback has a lot to do with why they're enjoying such a big lead in the national title.
And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. They make the tackle, but he easily gets 1st down yardage, and the drive keeps going. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he's going to launch it deep again. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Using his legs here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run. The Canes will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Going for a big play downfield. Catch made way downfield. That's going to help the Staffs a little bit, but won't make a difference in the outcome. the defense their first of the half as they try to make some adjustments here. The Hurricanes line up with a 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
I just love that this defense is not giving up on this 1st and goal. They attacked. They got through. They got penetration. A nice job of being able to keep them out of the end zone.
Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. And the offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Bringing pressure. And it's picked off in the end zone. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
That's it. It's official. We have our national champions. A really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side, where they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. They are officially your kings of college football and national champions, the Tennessee Volunteers.